Hello everyone. Let's look at the grammar part of your Fullblast textbook Form 4, Unit 7, page 105. Now let's look at the sample sentences when you combine the modal verb with have and participle. The first one, would have. What does it mean? Past unreal action. If I had known the future, I would have done it differently. The second one, could have. Past unreal ability. He could have taken the flight, but he didn't, right? May have. To show past unreal possibility. We may have passed the maths exam, but it was in Spanish. What about might have? It shows past unreal small probability. For example, you might have sold the car if you really needed the money. Next, should have. It shows past unreal recommendation. Okay, usually when we use the word should, we want to give advice, suggestion, or recommendation. Example, you should have listened to the teacher. Next, must have. Past unreal assumption. You assume, okay, we must have been crazy. Now let's look at might have, may or might have, and the past participle, of course. Okay, if we want to say that something probably happened in the past, we use might have. For example, I might have lost it somewhere. I think, I suspect, there is a probability that I might have lost it somewhere at the shopping mall. I might have lost it somewhere. Okay, I lost it somewhere. She may not have met him before. That's what I thought, or I suspected. Probably they had never met before. Could have. To make an assumption or guess about the past. Could have and might have can be interchangeable and mean the same thing. Example, I could have lost the keys in the park. I might have lost the keys in the park. Okay, so you just suspect or you thought he could have got stuck in traffic. He might have got stuck in traffic. The same meaning. When something could have happened but did not. So you use could have. Example, you could have broken your leg. I could have gone to the cinema, but I decided to stay home. Next, when something seems to be impossible. So you use couldn't have. For example, she couldn't have met him before. He used to live in Canada. Or you can say, he couldn't have gone to the shopping center. It's closed on Sundays. Now let's look at the phrase can't have. It shows not possible to express past impossibility. The verb can't used in the present tense means that a situation is impossible. Can't have correspondingly means that a situation could not have happened in the past. Look at the examples given. She can't have been asleep. Her eyes were open. You can't have seen Luke yesterday. He left the city 6 months ago. Couldn't have. What's the difference between couldn't have and can't have? They can be interchangeable, but can't is stronger. For example, he couldn't have done it. Impossible that he did it. Or maybe you want to say that he was not able to do it. He couldn't have done it. Okay, but you are not sure. Maybe he could do it. Okay, the second one, he can't have done it. It shows that you are very sure that it is impossible for him to do it. Should have and ought to have. What does it mean? It means something that would have been a good idea, but that you didn't do it. It's like giving advice. about the past when you say it to someone else or regretting what you did or didn't do when you're talking about yourself. Now let's look at the sample sentence when you are giving advice or suggestion. You should have gone there straight away. You ought to have spent more time with your family. Alright, when you want to talk about past mistakes, you can always use should have. Example, I was so worried about you. You should have called. Or you want to use it when you want to apologize. Okay, commonly used in apologies. For example, I'm sorry that I'm late for work. I should have woken up earlier. Now let's look at the phrase would have. Would have is a bit more difficult because it has two common structures. The first one with but. To talk about something you wanted to do but didn't. For example, I would have gone to the party but I was really busy. I would have called you but I didn't know your number. I would have loaned you the money but I didn't have any. Would have is also part of the third conditional sentences. You will learn further in Form 5, but for now, let's look at the example given. If I had had enough money, I would have bought a car. Did you buy the car? No, you didn't. The second one, if I had known they were vegetarians, I would have made a salad. Did you make a salad? No, you didn't. Because you didn't know they were vegetarians. So the conditional statement will be, if I had known they were vegetarians, I would have made a salad. Now let's look at page 105 and do this exercise. Let's discuss the answers together. Circle the correct words or the correct phrases from the sentences. Number 1. I should have told or I may have told my parents the truth. Now I'm in trouble. The answer is I should have told. Look at number 2. Look out! You must have broken. You could have broken that window with that football. Which one is the correct answer? Yes, the answer is you could have broken. Now let's look at number 3 and tell me what's the answer. My bike isn't in the garage. My brother must have taken it or my brother should have taken it. Which one is the answer for this sentence? Yes, correct. The answer is must have taken. Now let's go to number 4. Freddie can't have slept well. Freddie shouldn't have slept well last night. He's very tired today. Which one? Yes, correct. Freddie can't have slept well last night. He's very tired today. Now let's look at number 5. Mom, you couldn't have bought me a new MP4 player. Mom, you needn't have bought me a new MP4 player. I repaired my old one and it works fine. Which one that you have chosen? Yes, that's right. Needn't have bought. Number 6. The film was awful. We might have stayed. We would rather have stayed at home. Which one? Yes, correct. Would rather have stayed at home because the film was awful. Number 7. A says, someone stole my bag. Then B says, well, you shouldn't have left. You couldn't have left it in the car. Which one is the answer? You shouldn't have left. Okay, so you have to copy all this in your grammar exercise book. See you soon.